Cleveland and New York. I don't know. It's just crazy how right we are.
It's also crazy how fucking ass boring this series is.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's boring because of the outcomes of the games, except for game one. But
Yeah.
it's it's just a shame. Like before this season started, I mean, we sat here. Okay, we got it on camera. Like I got it. We got it on camera. We sat here and said exactly what is happening in front of our eyes was going to happen. And this is in what, October?
What's that?
Um,
Cleveland getting bounced?
So Cleveland's going to look like contenders like all year.
Yeah.
And then the curveball we got was they're going to add
James
somebody.
Harden.
They're going to add someone that's going to for some reason make the media think they have even more of a chance.
Well, it was such a like I don't want to. It's not a direct swap, and obviously Harden's been productive, but it was like if they had kept Darius Garland, it's a different story. They didn't.
I don't know what it looks like.
It was a piece for a piece, and it didn't boost.
Because here's the thing about that whole, James Harden thing. Because, shocker, Draymond Green said something stupid.
Again?
Yeah, and this is when it really got me, because I was like, I thought, I don't know, in the most sarcastic way possible, I thought these guys were supposed to, like, know ball more than all of us. And, like, know just, like, everything more than all of us. Just know everything. I mean, everything. Especially Draymond Green. He's got to be the smartest basketball player alive. But Draymond Green goes on his podcast, which, I mean, just please, someone just pull the fucking plug. Like, if he went to go on TNT or whatever, or ESPN or whatever, and yeah, cool. Because I don't know about the Kendrick Perkins podcast. Maybe there is one. Maybe.
Probably is. There definitely is.
Still, though, just shut the fuck up.
Because what does Perk say?
What? What does he not say?
Why have an ibuprofen when you could have a perk?
You could have a perk.
You could have a perk.
You could have a perk. He thought that was a bar too. Like,
he really thought that was a bar, and he's literally sitting there like, no offense, as there's like a Jabba the Hutt type of moment where you're like, when you could have a perk, like you're big and you're scaring women like a lot. You really, there's fear in her eyes. Don't say that to women.
She didn't know how to respond to that.
She was fearful. That was fear.
Fear. Harden. Draymond.
Yes.
He goes on his podcast.
Harden needs a podcast.
And he says that it's not James Harden's job to guard Jalen Brunson.
Brother.
And then he doubled down and goes, James Harden is not paid to play defense. That's not what he's paid to do.
Well,
and then he triples down. Sorry, hold on. Before we get to the quadruple, he triples down and goes, "That's what the other guys on the court are paid to do." Now, obviously, I'm paraphrasing, and there might be some sentences in between, but that was basically the gist of it. It was there was other guys on the court who are paid to guard Jalen Brunson, and James Harden is not paid to play defense, especially versus a scorer like James Harden.
I would agree with that.
Okay.
If it were 9 years ago.
Why? Sometimes I feel like maybe you.
What is he averaging?
You might send I feel like you send signals sometimes. It's like, Mikey, write that down. Yo, Mikey, write that down.
Yeah.
Because right here, where is it? Oh, I'm looking at Jackson Dart and Trump. 2017 Harden didn't have to play much defense. And you know what? Can we change the word? He didn't have to play he didn't have to play hard defense.
No.
Everybody has to play some type of defense. At least it look like you're trying. Like, you don't need 40-year-old LeBron pushing you in the back to go play defense. Or is that the opposite? Who pushed Bron? Someone pushed Bron? Luka?
Bron will never get. No one ever pushed Bron.
No, somebody pushed Bron up to go play defense. Yeah, no, we talked about it for sure. It was in the regular season this year.
Did you see Wemby push Stephon Castle into?
That was beautiful. They should do that all the time.
That was awesome.
Literally, this whole series, every time someone drove, I was like, Wemby needs to just shove
push.
Whoever.
He's a legitimate giant, and it's like jarring. It's nuts looking.
But the problem with the problem here, right? The problem with this is when he does quadruple down, he compares it to Curry.
Again.
He compares it to Curry, saying, "Why would I want Steph Curry wasting his energy trying to guard the best scorer, the number one option, and then having his legs be worn out by the time we're on the other side, and this and that. That's other people's job." And you know what, Draymond, you're right. You're right. Because Steph Curry's offense is his defense. Okay?
1,000,000%. And I like
No, but here, while you think, let Steph Curry have a bad day shooting. He's gonna look like a wet fucking noodle on defense.
yeah.
There's gonna be absolutely nothing he can do on defense, regardless of who's in front of him. So to sit here and play this game like 2026 James Harden can play some lackadaisical fucking Steph Curry level defense because of what he could possibly do on the offense when it's nowhere near what Steph Curry could do now.
Right now.
Yeah. It's crazy because yes, 2017 James Harden, he don't got to play much defense. On a good night, 20 James Harden has to play good defense because guess what? Those guys that are paid to play defense on a good night are dropping 20.
Yes.
So what are we doing here?
I will also add to this Steph's defense at his best. 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. Those years. There was never this little effort.
No.
Steph plays defense. Now, if someone oversized gets put on him or anyone with any type of speed or crazy handle, he's going to get beat. But when you've got Harden out there alone with Jalen Brunson and you've got weight on him and size on him and you can't stop him once or get a pass out or anything, they averaged in that whatever game that was, game 1, 1.9 points. It's almost 2 points per drive.
James Harden don't even try. It's not like, damn, he can't get a stop. Like, no, he don't look like he's even attempting to get stops. So I don't know what like Draymond Green. It's funny. Like he must have thought like they all got like limited roles they have to play or something. He's like, no, he's just an offensive guy because I'm a defensive guy. That's how it works.
Like that's why like we worked. Like KD, Steph, and Clay, none of them had to play defense because they had me. So I was the only one who played defense, and everyone else didn't do fuck.
The only thing Draymond Green exposed was, the only true thing he really gave us was that Steve Kerr was a decent coach after all, and was like, you know what? Let's try to make sure Steph isn't guarding Kyrie Irving every time he comes down the court.
Exactly. Like we can't get one possession where Harden is switched onto I don't know anybody.
Well, James Harden is saying more so that James should not be switched to Brunson ever. Like if there is one possession there.
No, but the Knicks are playing the way that they should if you have an absolute defensive liability out there.
Oh, for sure. But I'm saying the way that Draymond talks about it is if there's one possession in the entire game where James Harden ends up in front of Jalen Brunson, it's still not his job to play defense. He's not paid.
Yeah, that's not. That. No, I'd love to look at James Harden's plus minus. If you could pull that up.
His plus minus. I'm not gonna pull it up, but here's my thing with the whole, with the whole not paid to do that, right? You can sit here and say, here, let's see, plus minus. I'll just go from last game and back. -8, -22, -6, +31 versus the Pistons, -5, +11, +9, +8, -15, -7.
But this series.
But Knicks series -8, -22, -6. Beautiful.
So no, your offense does not make up for your defense. Sorry.
Nah. But
and that's a plus minus is just time on the court. That's not the points that you personally gave up.
Yeah, that's just the field.
That's just the field. So good job.
Saying he's not paid to do that, right?
Yeah.
That's like saying, okay, so if a quarterback throws an interception, does he not become a defender? Or if a if a tip pass comes to a defensive lineman, does he go, well, I'm not paid to get interceptions. I'm paid to pass rush. I'm a pass rusher. I'm not paid to drop back in coverage and catch this interception that's right here. So should he not go? Okay, do wide receivers, I don't know, not block when they're not running routes?
That's a
You know,
better.
no,
That's a better. No.
anything,
Well, no,
anything.
just because it's so much like playing defense on the basketball court is just as common as a receiver throwing up a block.
Blocking someone.
Yeah.
It's like I understand Tyreek Hill's a speedster and he's not much of a muscle man, but I promise you, whoever's in front of him on a run play is
He's
there's
gonna
an
push.
there's an attempted block.
Yeah.
So to play this game where 2026 James Harden isn't paid to play defense, that's not a thing anymore. 10 years ago, it was a thing.
It was an actual thing where James Harden, Kiki, yeah, just do this.
And like they had
Try
good
to catch him with a
defenders.
spell.
Like, you know, when you had like good defenders around him, but you got Mr. Blows it in the playoffs every year at the helm anyways. So to expect James Harden to be, you know, anything near what he was a decade ago, what are we doing?
You know, like the rules of Steph are different. I don't know. Is he defending James Harden?
Yes, he's saying James Harden does not have to play defense. James Harden does not have to guard Jalen Brunson. James Harden should not have to play defense. He's not paid to play defense. He's paid to be James Harden.
All right. Well, then I guess everyone on the team can walk around and say, I'm not paid to do this and paid to do that. And then no one does anything.
Yeah, but that's just like, that is the, I hate to say it, the cop-out, like, victim mentality that Draymond Green has, which is none of us are paid none of us are paid to perform our weakest con.
Sure.
Like, Draymond Green is not a scorer. So I'm not paid to score. James Harden is not a good defender. He's not paid to defend. It's an ongoing trend, and so on and so on. Like, that is just a kind of victim or like copping out, like, you know, like, well, I'm not paid to do that. So, no, you're paid to play basketball.
Yeah, like, I'm going to be honest. Luka can go out and average 35. Even so, still the biggest defensive liability, and it's detrimental to the teams that he plays on. Like, It's not like you can go and drop 35, drop 40, drop 50, and then you're just like, no, you're an actual detriment to your team.
And then it's just...
And then not showing up for the playoffs.
Oh, well.
I don't know what injury you had, but Mr. Hamstring can go tie that bitch up and get fucked back out there.
Yeah, that was a shame too, but it's just, I don't know. Basketball is, I mean, it is offense and defense, and you're paid to play it all. I mean,
again,
this isn't baseball.
We're not saying James Harden has to be locked down. We're not.
But I'm saying he's talking as if they told a designated hitter to go play shortstop.
Yeah, exactly.
And he fucking sucks at it. And you're like...
No, you're like, well, yeah, it's fucking David Ortiz.
It's like, what do you expect?
290 pounds. Yeah, exactly.
I'm saying it's not that. You know what I'm saying? It's
no,
not
it's not.
That.
It's not. It's a basketball player who averages 22 on a good day. Maybe 23
on a good day. On a good day.
In a good 20. Month, he'll average 23.
Sure.
Right now, maybe a few assists. We can't go and play no defense. You don't have to be Patrick Beverley. Play some defense though. Some.
Yeah, and I've never heard Patrick Beverley might run his mouth, but I've never heard him be like, "Well, I'm not paid to be like Curry." That motherfucker told Curry, "I got the next 5." Like,
exactly.
He never said, "I'm just paid to play defense." I mean, no. So I don't know. But moving on from that,